What's up, you guys? Zoeb here from OneGlanceTrader.com, and in this video we'll be doing something slightly different to my usual content, and we'll be talking about cryptocurrencies. Now, a number of you have reached out to me asking me what my thoughts are about cryptocurrencies. Am I investing in cryptocurrencies? What do I use to invest in cryptocurrencies in terms of technical analysis? And I'll be going through all of that in this video. So I'll be sharing my personal crypto investing strategy, the indicator, the one sole indicator that I use to give me signals of when to get into the market, how you can get this indicator, and yes, before you ask, the indicator is absolutely free, and how we're going to set up all the alerts so you don't miss an alert. And then I'll also show you into my Binance account so you guys can see that I am actually holding some cryptocurrencies. I'm not holding a huge amount. I've not put a huge, massive amounts of money into this space because I'm still learning about this space. But the more and more I learn, the more and more how big institutions are investing in crypto and how big retail e-commerce companies are allowing cryptocurrency to be used as a form of payment, I can now start to see where things are going. So I'm starting now to kind of dabble into this space. All I ask from return is that you like this video and make sure you subscribe. Predominantly my channel is about forex trading, but I do also want to talk about other ways that I'm currently making money through cryptocurrencies, and also some stock trading and options trading videos that are going to be released very, very soon. So without further ado, let's get into the crux of the crypto space. So for everyone that's kind of been, following the kind of craze and the hype over the last month or so, especially, with the kind of meme coins like Dogecoin, as you can see here, this is only going back up to the 28th of April when it was 30 cents, and now it's gone all the way up to all-time highs of 73, 74 cents, and even prior to the 30 cents it was at 7 cents only a few months ago. And it's just insane, the actual space of what's been kind of going on. But you look at Bitcoin, you look at Ethereum, you look at LTC, they're all in this massive trajectory at the moment, and these are, in my view, for good opportunities to kind of get in and kind of buy and hold strategy. So I've kind of given a bit of a snippet of what is my current investing strategy, and like I said earlier, I'm not trading cryptocurrencies. If I was trading cryptocurrencies, then I'll be looking at a more shorter term view, and I'll be more inclined to make sure my timing into the market is correct. But because I'm looking at this at a long term play, and it's going to be no surprise that my investing strategy of choice when it comes to crypto is dollar cost averaging. And for those who are new to dollar cost averaging, it's basically where you define a actual dollar amount, whether that's $100, $1,000, or $10, and then you set a frequency of when you invest into that particular cryptocurrency. So in this example here for Bitcoin, the red dot signifies the frequency of when to invest into that cryptocurrency. And let's just say you were investing, I don't know, $100 $100 a month, in this particular example, you can see that over time that your average price is, going up. So you are kind of making money as time goes on, as you kind of buy into the highs and you buy into the lows, and then you're averaging in your actual position. And this strategy really works if you believe in the crypto or the stock or the indice or whatever commodity you're looking to trade, that you believe it's going to go up inside the long term. Therefore, you don't need to worry about trying to time the market in such a way. You're not so fussed about the it going up and it going down. Is in fact, when it goes down, it's actually better because then you actually buy more, etc., etc. And there's many different ways to cost average in. You can set a frequency and a dollar amount, or you can try to do a bit more timing of the market, which is what this indicator that I'm going to share with you guys is actually all about. So, you know, I'm not looking at doing $100 a week, for example. If a signal comes in, I get two signals in over across 3 days, I will then put it into every single signal that I currently get. And I'll go into that in a bit more detail because it does depend on how much you want to put in, how much money you've got, and the signals aren't always consistent, i.e. once a month or once a week, for example. So dollar cost averaging is the way to go, and that's my personal view. Again, I'm not a financial expert or providing financial advice, but if you're something that wants to get into the crypto space or already in the crypto space, please comment down below and let me know what your kind of thought process is around dollar cost averaging, or or if you've got a different way in terms of investing in cryptocurrencies if you believe that they are bullish inside the long term. So if I minimize this over here, and then if I show you a Bitcoin chart. So this here is a Bitcoin chart, a daily chart looking back until June, July time 2016 to year to date. And I've got my OGT Bollinger Bands trend indicator applied to this chart. Now, I'm not going to go into this indicator in a lot of detail in this particular video. I have dedicated a separate video to this in terms of when I released this on TradingView probably about a month ago now. I'll link to that in the description if you guys want to understand the terminology or how it actually detects signals. But if you're not interested in that and just believe in the fact that the signals that I'm going to show in the few examples are the right time to kind of get in, then you can just use the indicator as it is. So firstly, in terms of getting the indicator, if you click the FX button, and again this is all on tradingview.com, and again the indicator is free. If you type in OGT, you'll see in the public library, I've obviously got it as my own scripts, but in the public library section here, I've got two indicators, the trend dashboard and the OGT Bollinger Bands trend indicator. Just click on the Bollinger Bands trend indicator, and then it will come up. And if you don't want to see all the other indicators that are applied on the chart, what you can do is select the gear icon, and you can select everything off here, and the only two things that I've got is the buy alert and the sell alert. I like to see the sell alert as well, just to see what's happening. I obviously won't take the sell alerts for a sell. I might even potentially use them for a potential buy, just because I know that the market is quite low down at the moment, as part of the dollar cost averaging strategy. But primarily I'm only interested inside the buy alerts. And as you can see here, I've put them in green and purple, and what you'll see is every time an alert comes in, you'll get this green triangle showing you that this is when you needed to buy in. So I just want to show you how you set an alert. So you obviously go to the chart and the time frame you are interested in, click on the three dots icon across the indicator, if I can do that, and then click on add alert. And then you can just confirm at the top, create alert for BTC USD daily chart. You want the condition to be the indicator, and then you want the any alert function call all. So it will give you a notification, and if you've got the TradingView app, you can do it in the app, or you can send an email or a pop-up. And depending on which one you've got, the maximum you can set a expiration time if you're not on the latest plan is 2 months out. So you just got to remember that in my example, by the 8th of June, I've got to redo this alert again. But you'll get an alert saying that this alert has actually expired, or if you want to continue actually making it longer. So that's how you kind of set up the alerts. And just to show you kind of the alerts that I've got on my charts, so I've got link set to a 4-hour. I've also got LTC set to a 4-hour, Ethereum set to a 4-hour, Bitcoin set to a 4-hour, and I've also got Doge actually set to an hour, because that's the one that's currently moving at the moment at such a fast pace that I want to generate some more signals as part of that process. So, and hopefully that kind of gives you a flavor in terms of what the indicator is, how to set it up, and how you can visually see it on your chart. So if we take this particular example here, across the last just a little over 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So in 4 years, you've had about 17 signals. And the lower time frame that you go to, the more signals you get. So that's, what was it, 17 signals in 4 years. If I go to a 4-hour chart, for example, you can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 signals since August. So that's just under a year, about 3/4 of a year, and then now you've got 14, 15 signals. So again, you'll get a feel once you put the indicator on the chart, and obviously if you're in a downtrend, then you're going to get less signals. So then if you want to dollar cost average yourself in, you might want to go to a lower time frame chart during a downtrend, so then you actually are picking up dollar cost averaging in at the actual lower levels. But when you're inside a bull market, you probably want to be looking at the 4-hour, the hourly. So then, as you can see in this nice little uptrend over here of how nicely that you got into the space, and you can quickly see now that in a bull market, especially, how well this indicator actually does in terms of getting into the trend. So what I wanted to do was just kind of show you some examples of Dogecoin and Ethereum. So if you take, for example, Dogecoin on a 4-hour chart, and I put on the indicator, you can see that the last alert was on the 24th of May. I'm recording this on the 24th of April, sorry. I'm recording this on the 8th of May. So, it's just under a month in terms of where the last signal was. If I go back to the chart, again, look, you're getting some, even though it consolidated inside this range here around the kind of 10-cent mark, even back in or around the 66 mark, sorry, you can see that you still got 2 additional signals. So imagine if you took this 3 signals here and looking at where the all-time highs are at the moment here, you'll be doing pretty well at the moment. Again, this only works if you actually are bought into the concept of Dogecoin or cryptocurrency that you're interested in, and you're investing for the long term. So not every signal is going to go in your favor straight away, and we'll go through some examples of that. But you can clearly see here that instead of doing $50 a month, for example, overlaying this indicator at the right time frame, depending on how much you've got to invest and how aggressive you want to be, these are probably better ways to get into the market from a signal perspective, as opposed to X week or X day that you want to invest. So now if we look at the hourly chart on Doge, you can see here that we had on the 29th of April all the way up there, we've had three signals. Now you might be asking why we didn't get a signal at this kind of low over here. So again, I don't want to go into too much detail of the actual indicator, and if I actually draw what this indicator attempts to do without putting on all the other stuff on the chart. So what this indicator tries to do, it tries to look for a momentum up, a pullback, and then looks to see momentum again. That's what this kind of shape is, what it determines to do. And the reason why it didn't do anything over here is because there's a number of moving averages as part of this indicator. So this indicator takes into account 2, 3 other indicators, and when this downtrend happened, the indicators were not still pointing bullish, and that's the main reason of why a signal wasn't actually picked up here. So what it's trying to do, it's trying to find a pullback, but the pullback is still within a main bullish trend. And again, watch the video, the link is inside the description, that goes into it, and it overlays all the moving averages and the Bollinger Bands and all that kind of good stuff, and I go through examples of where the signals kind of come in. But and again, I built it from a trading perspective, and here I'm looking at it as an investing perspective. So when I put it as a part of my investing hat on and overlay these kind of signals, I'm not really fussed really whereabouts they are, if they're at all-time highs or not, because if we actually just just go and just delete some of this stuff. Don't know how to delete everything, but it doesn't matter. So even if we even if all of this price action didn't exist and I've got an alert over here, this is pretty much at all-time highs. And as you can see, price did go against, but it started to come back up. Price could have gone all the way back down, but that's fine. Again, whether if you go back to the dollar cost averaging example, you are getting in even at the highs. So we're not looking to time the market. What we're looking to do is dollar average in, but trying to get in where we think the sentiment is at a bullish level. So that's the whole purpose of this particular indicator. So we just quickly go on to Ethereum. Ethereum's been having again another amazing run as well. Unfortunately, I don't hold any Ethereum. But you can see that the last alert was back on the 8th of April, and still continues its bullish run there. So it's unbelievable gains what we're seeing here. And when you actually put it on an hourly chart, it's just similar to the Bitcoin one. Is actually insane. Um, so you can see here, look at this. I'm going to zoom out slightly for you guys so you guys can see this. Look at that. That's just an insane. So this indicator works extremely well. And as you can see, look, it's finding pullbacks. You're not really getting in at the highs. You're getting in at pullback, 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 pullback. And that's what I love about this indicator. This indicator isn't something that is looking to, give you a signal at the highs. It's at the highs, it pulls back, but the moving averages are all still aligned, still pointing bullish. So this is why that I think that this is a really good indicator for short-term trading. So if you're like, to be fair, you can't really go wrong in this kind of market from a trading perspective, but I think this indicator will be very good from that kind of perspective as well. So that was just what I want to show you. Again, I'm using it currently just to show you. If I go into my Binance account, I am holding Doge, just over 4,000 of Doge, just under one of LTC at the moment, and my portfolio is at 3,449. So the total that I've actually invested in this particular account, and again, it's mind-boggling to me at the moment. I've only actually invested just under $300 into this actual portfolio, and as you can see, majority of it has come from Dogecoin. And again, all I've been doing is the first ever deposit I did was nothing to do with the indicator, but then I put 4 subsequent deposits inside there with the indicator. And again, I'm only playing with $50 a go, really. I'm not putting like thousands and thousands of dollars in. And as you can see, that what's happened to my portfolio over time. I'm not Me and the missus are kind of having a debate whether we want to take some of it out and go enjoy ourselves with it, or do we really want to kind of keep this in there and see what happens. And everyone's talking about Doge getting to $1 and all these kind of good things as well. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that, and I'll show you, look, I've got some skin in the game, not a huge amount, and again, I'm still relatively new to this kind of space, where I said stocks and forex is kind of my main forte of what I kind of invest in. So I really appreciate your views on this. Have a go on the indicator, check out the video so you guys can check out how this indicator works. It's on the screen now as part of the end screen, as well as my OGT trend dashboard for TradingView, which I've not applied to crypto but can also be applied to the crypto space as well. So really hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, click on the thumbnails now, and I shall see you in the next video.